I'm known for not dying in hardcore Minecraft as long as you don't count that one time where I actually did. And pretty much all the mobs in Minecraft are not too dangerous for me anymore in my main hardcore world. You know what's super dangerous though? Other players. Especially other players who know exactly what they're doing in a hardcore challenge PvP fight to the death. My man Forge Labs invited me to the latest of his Who Can Survive the Most Days, and I'm calling my version Hardcore Wars. The idea of this game is pretty simple. Unsorted Guy put together a custom map with 4 islands, 3 of whom are a jungle, and 1 of whom was a frozen island. Guess which one they stuck me on? They all knew I needed the handicap, but the idea is pretty simple. If you die, you're out. 1 death and you're gone. But after day 3 in this world, you can cross through the ocean to other players' islands to hunt them down and kill them. It is super intense, super stressful, and something that is just too good to miss, so make sure you watch all the way through. But before we get into it, just a quick little thing, you know what I'm gonna say. Only a small percentage of you are actually subscribed to the channel, so if you liked this video, you like what you see, please subscribe, leave a like, leave a comment for the algorithm to be fed, and we're gonna keep dominating YouTube. But now it's time for the Hardcore War. Day 1, I'm set up on a frozen, deserted island with absolutely no food and just a few rudimentary tools that we were all given to set us all up. There was an elytra in that starting box, which I didn't really take advantage of too much despite loving to fly. I had an advantage though. I was live streaming over on Twitch at twitch.tv/Lagundo while everybody else was just playing solo. So I could ask chat for a little bit of help.
Quick, chat, can you Google whether or not snowballs still do damage in 1.12?
Oh! I didn't think about that.
Yes! Burn! It turns out they don't, which was a bit of a bummer. Can you imagine everybody's reaction if I just fly to the Valkyrie'd Inn with several snowmen? But instead, I just started exploring the island. I found lava in the middle of my frozen island, which seems like it shouldn't check out, but sure, okay, why not? But without any semblance of actual food, instead, I'm going for gear. And about here is when we realized that we generated the map incorrectly and there were no ores anywhere. So while that was being reset, now's a good time for me to tell you about this video's sponsor, Autonomous. Autonomous is a world leader in the work smarter movement, making office furniture, desks, and a chair that has just kept me through quarantine. Recently, I just got the Smart Desk Home 2, which allows me to switch from sitting to standing with the press of a single button. Between that and my Ergo chair, it's just great sitting in my office all day, either working or working on YouTube videos. There was no way I'd be able to spend 16-ish hours a day in my office if it weren't for the fact that I had this desk and this chair, and I'm so happy to be working with them. So if you want to upgrade your office, join the Work Smarter movement, why not check them out? Use the link down in the description and use my code Lagundo5 for 5% off your first order. This way you can get an awesome chair or desk and help out the channel too while you're at it. That's code Lagundo5 for 5% off your first order, and thank you again to Autonomous for sponsoring this video. Now let's rewind back to the start of the first day after a quick map reset and get started again. With just a little bit of wood this time, since I had stone tools, instead I started digging straight down. Since this was a custom generated map, we were able to tweak a few of the variables, including greatly increasing iron and the height at which you can find diamonds. So I immediately went down to about where both of those would spawn, and I had some amazing luck.
Oh, I cannot believe that. I cannot believe that that just happened.
I couldn't mine it right away though. I had to start smelting up all of the iron. I collected enough for a full set of iron armor as well as some upgraded shields because we have some different weapons here on the server that make things a little bit more interesting. I didn't want to give away that I had diamonds just yet, so I held off on mining it until I saw this. Okay. With the cat out of the bag that I had diamonds, it was still only just a few. I'm still gonna need to go a little bit deeper into the cave system to be able to actually fully gear up. I set up with a tower shield, which was an upgraded iron version of a shield, and a full set of armor, and then just started mining down. The cave systems were pretty scary, especially with a bunch of glowing eyes staring at me from the darkness.
What is that? Is that a bat?
I still haven't found a single RMP like luck.
See, that is Kim trying to deceive me. I do not trust them. I've watched all of these videos, studied my opponents. I know that Forge and Quick and Kim love playing mind games with each other. So my idea, my strategy for this was basically being completely honest with whatever I get and make them think that I was lying. Make them think that I wasn't going to tell them what I was doing. I'm going to play the good old reverse psychology card, Uno reverse card on them, and try to take them out. But cut back to the caves, and I started finding a lot more diamonds. And we're talking a lot more diamonds. I knew they were more common in this world, but I didn't realize just how much and how much I had wasted in creating an iron set of gear. I was almost fully equipped in diamond before the end of the first night, and I was feeling pretty good. Using the cobwebs that Kim had put in just for decoration allowed me to get some string, crafting some higher tier weapons, something that my opponents didn't immediately realize was possible. And as I broke through the dirt to return to the surface in the daylight, it was the start of day 2. Day 2, the main thing I wanted to figure out was food, because there were no animals on my island, absolutely none. And I kept hearing from everybody else about how much they were being able to get. So I got desperate. I jumped in the water trying to find something to eat.
What is that thing? What is that thing?
Turns out I didn't even need to hunt anything. Just random meat was gonna fall from the sky. Now, I'm not one to reject the gift of sky meat, but I was a little concerned with the bad weather mod that is available on the server. If a tornado came by or a storm like that came by and picked me up, I was as good as dead. So it was time to be very careful and stay near water or get a bucket so I could MLG my way to safety. But I cooked up the sky meat from the sky gods who decided to gift me with it, and then immediately abandoned my strategy of always telling the truth and started to lie.
Okay, I've now lapped my island. There is officially no food.
See, if they think I'm hungry, then they're gonna think I'm an easy target, and I was anything from an easy target. Here is my plan. All right, I've watched all of these videos, and like I've said, I've seen how these players fight, and they love to get in close with these diamond halberds. Instead, I was gonna go all in on range. There's these diamond throwing knives, which you can quickly just pop into somebody, and I'm just gonna fill my entire hotbar with them, and if somebody gets close, just bip, bap, bip, bap, bip, bap, bap, before they could even get to me. Because if they can't hit me, but I can hit them, I'm gonna win. That makes sense, right? That's an easy way to murder somebody. You murder them when they can't come up close to murder you. I like this strategy. This is what I'm gonna be going with. Turns out though, I was afraid of that shark. You can kill it with one hit of a diamond halberd, and I can turn its teeth into a shark tooth sword, which doesn't do as much damage, but looks absolutely monster, and I kinda just want one. But as the night started to come down and mobs started to spawn, it was time to head back underground for a little bit more mining. I made a quick door for my little base and then ran outside when I saw a spider jockey. I'm trying to tackle anything that happens to have bows, arrows, or string so I could set up my ranged attacks. That was actually a little bit to deal with, and between both of those and everything else, it took a few seconds to take them down. And while the jockey didn't give me anything, one random skeleton dropped a bow, which was the next part to my plan.
Yes, that's what I wanted.
I started mining underground, trying to get additional resources as the day rolled over to day 3. Turns out it was actually really late in the night when I finally went underground, and I only had to be underground for about 2 or 3 minutes before everybody started talking about how they could start to go killing each other.
I'm accepting this as day 3 now. You guys?
All right.
You can officially leave your island. Are you guys teaming up?
Now, I was fully expecting that Sean and Robert were teamed up, given their earlier negotiations over their bridge of "I'm totally not touching your island, I promise." My idea was to make them think that I was working with Kim, but pretty much stay solo. I immediately crafted up a boat and headed over to an island that actually had green land so that I'd be able to get some resources, killing off a few mobs and some mushrooms to be able to actually set myself up with some food. Lava buckets would be part of my long-term offensive strategy if they happen to get a little bit too close, and water to keep them further away. I killed some buffalo and sharks for additional meat, and really, this start of day 3 was making sure I was going to have food.
Oh my goodness. This is stressful. I didn't think it would be this stressful.
Yeah, it is. It really is.
This is tense.
It was pretty tense, and now that I had food, that was one fewer thing that I needed to be worried about. Now, it was all about getting into their heads and getting my gear ready. So 6 throwing knives, a boomerang, a diamond halberd, and tower shield for if they happen to get close. My entire game was keeping them at range. I spent the night running around the outside border of the island and didn't see anyone, but at this point, I was a nomad. I was constantly on the move. The hunt was
We're
on.
entering day 4 now.
At the start of day 4, I killed a wolf, which was really on brand for me. Go watch my hardcore series. And then found my way into Sean's island, where I was able to, with a very low perception check, discover his master plan.
Nice TNT trap there, Sean.
Oh, well, we know where he is.
Yeah.
This part of the map would be memorable for something that would be happening just a little bit later, but for right now, I was still on the hunt. As the storms started to pick up and lightning was starting to strike, I dug in a small hole in order to protect myself from the wind and just went to gather a few more resources. As night fell, I was fighting more skeletons for arrows and spiders for string so I could craft more throwing knives. Then I opened my door and saw something terrifying.
What is that thing with the huge is that a golem?
I wasn't gonna die to a mob after 4 days of running around hunting other players. I don't care how much it meant I was hiding in a hole. I was dying at another player's hand or they were dying at mine. That was the mission. And to not die first. That was also the mission. But as day 4 came to a close with no players actually finding each other, we all decided it was time to get together and leave only one crafter standing. And now it's time to see how my plan would turn out.
Oh my goodness. Who's that?
What?
Hi, what's up?
Hey man.
Hey,
you were
man.
closer than I thought.
Hey, man. Hey, how are you doing?
Hey, hey!
Hey, flying around there, man.
Are you aiming? Oh, you are.
Maybe.
Oh my goodness.
Look at this. Oh my goodness, I don't like this. Oh my goodness. They're shooting oh my goodness, how dare you.
Thanks.
Oh, I see.
I regret coming here.
Can I
No
knock
one's
the
gonna
keys up?
intervene? It's just me
Thanks
like
for all the arrows. All right, here we go.
I see.
Oh, bass. There's a good bass for there.
Ah, come on.
Oh my goodness! How dare you!
Oh, there's 2 of them up there. Look, they're fighting on the.
No! What is
Unsorted was slain.
God!
Unsorted has been slain.
Robert, come down to the beach, Robert. We can
Oh.
sandwich Lagundo. We can sandwich Lagundo right now. Come straight down the hill. Come straight down the hill. We got him sandwiched.
I see you. I see you up there. No, what the hell did you hit me with?
Robert, we can't give
What?
them a winner. We have to eat the berries.
What do you mean?
Okay, like at the ending of Hunger Games.
Oh, you're out.
You're in trouble now.
The shark's right next to you, Sean. Oh, it's a dolphin.
Oh man.
How many?
Oh. Oh no.
Die to gravity, die to gravity, die to gravity.
He has the high ground.
It's over, Anakin.
Oh
back.
man.
16.
And just like that, Forge Labs 360 no-scoping all of us with his diamond crossbow. I am definitely gonna get me one of those if I get to play in another one of these challenges. Congratulations to Forge Labs for winning this hardcore war. Make sure to go check out his video or Unsorted's or Quick's so you get to see everybody's point of view. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe, like it, leave a comment so the algorithm thinks that it's actually good and will go promoting it to other people, and keep an eye out. I'm going to be doing more of these PvP hardcore sort of videos pretty soon. Been working on a map with a couple friends of mine to get something done. Just a reminder, all of this was filmed on Twitch, so if you want to see videos like this before they make it here to YouTube, go to twitch.tv/Lagundo so you see things first and live, unedited, as well as a behind the scenes video, which is on screen right now, where it was the aftermath of this fight, where we talk about some of our strategies, who won, who lost, how it all played out, and who could have done better. Click the card for that information. Be good to each other, everybody, and I'll talk to you next time.